So is it the truth to say that people should start Indomie joints?
Well, I think that was a complete construction. But of course, it's part of this generation. Truth often do not sell. So people always want to embellish the truth, right? so that they can put it out there
and put it on the market.
Yeah, because
what exactly
the context,
did you say?
The context of that conversation.
But what did you say first of all?
Okay.
Before the context.
All right. So So the conversation was about Madina Job Center.
Yes.
Right. So that is the context.
That's important.
And that's the context. And
important.
and I was being very honest because you see, I am starting a KK joint, God willing, I'm sure in a month's time. And this
KK joint
in Madina, yeah. The KK joint is called Express Kinky. Now, I'm doing it because I have been on the road talking about entrepreneurship.
It's not because you like kinky.
No. Oh, I love kinky too. And my mother makes good kinky. And we used to sell kinky a lot at Newtown.
So now you have money and you want to expand the business.
I want to do kinky because see, and I'm being very honest.
Yes.
I've seen the roadmap already. Can you imagine if I have a kinky joint, right? That give me 500 Ghana cedis a day. Just imagine that. If I have about 10 or 20 of those kinky joints, can you imagine how much I'll be making a day?
Yes.
And how much I will make a month and in a year? So I was just shaping the mind of people. You see, leaders must take people where they ought to be, even if they don't want to be there. We must be honest and bold enough to speak truth to people. Take people where they ought to be, even if they don't want to be there. And I think that this generation, unfortunately, is a very misguided generation.
So what was the exact statement?
Oh, no, I think the exact statement was, I think I was talking about the fact that we must move beyond the idea of white-collar jobs to entrepreneurship. Young people must consider entrepreneurship. In fact, what I said was that if you are in Legon, because it was Dr. Sadiq's burial.
Yes.
Yes. So that was where we had a conversation. And
yes.
These were young Legon students who were speaking to me.
Exactly.
So I told them that, look, as you work to get your certificate, get some side jobs that can help you. Because sometimes, as member of parliament, I've had confronted many times where people will come and say that, Honorable, I finished school for 5 years, I don't have a job. I've been home for 10 years, I don't have a job. But you know what? When I was doing my, I think, MPhil, Human Rights, Peace and Conflict Studies, I had a classmate. And this was an orphan who was with me at Winneba. And her side job whilst we were in Winneba was that she used to sew. So she sews for people in the class and put them on her TikToks and all that. And generated money out of that to pay her fees right in Winneba. So I'm saying that we have gotten to a point in time where the theories of Adam Smith will continue to live with us. The problem of scarcity.
Yes.
There is no way human needs are satiable. There's no way every human need can be satisfied. But we can do something to help ourselves. And I say that passionately because I am a beneficiary of that. The first business I ever did, trying to make it in my life, was a gospel album titled Unyame Mpaba. And I used to sell cassettes in cars. I go to studios trying to make sure that
I know that you sing in church.
Oh yes, I see. So
you still sing?
I still sing
As member of parliament.
Yes.
So when we raise
but I just last before I went to parliament, like I think in 2024, I released another single titled "Lord Give Me Grace to Run My Race." So I'm saying that whilst you are doing the formal things, I have a PhD in law, but I have side things I do, side businesses. You know, when I came to Legon to do law, do you know what I did? I had a small company called FS Consult. I used to go around looking for uncompleted buildings, and I'll be asking them that, if you not use your house for anything, can you give it to me? I converted a lot of properties into hostels. And I used to do what we call mediation and arbitration when I was in school. Those kind of thing. The first BMW I got was out of that mediation and arbitration.
You started making money
when I was an LLB student.
Okay.
Then, by the time we finished LLB, my colleagues would bear me out. I was a class captain. I had written 3 books and launched them on Legon campus. When we went to Makola, I was a class captain, selling the books, the law books, to my colleagues. By the time I finished with Makola and did pupillage for I think 6 months. after a 6-month pupillage, I had written a new book titled Homeless. And Homeless was a GES approved book for all public schools. And because of the stories I was telling, His Excellency President Mills, may he so rest in peace.
Yes.
Through Honorable John Tia, the then information minister, they gave me a project titled Public Schools Orientation Tour. And I used to tour the whole country trying to speak to children and sell these books. The money I made from those books was what I used to establish the FX Law and Associates.
This one wasn't a BMW.
No.
So the first money you made, you used it to buy.
No. The BMW was payment for a work I had done.
Oh, payment for
a work I had done,
but so, not money from the first.
No.
The first
so you see, so I'm saying that it is entirely possible, and this is not unique to me, and it's not because I was privileged or my parents were privileged. They were not. I was also from a very, very, very difficult home. Things were tough. We were on the streets selling, and so I can understand the difficulties every young person is going through. But believe in yourself, even if no one believes you. If there is no opportunity, you can create some of them. You see, so everyone can do something.
Is it the case that young men of today don't like to go through the process? I believe so anyway. They don't like to.
I was doing some mentorship recently, and I was telling some young men that, look, when you look at us today, you see a finished product. You see, someone who has gone through the meals.
Yeah.
And maybe you don't know the process. It's just a product that you see. But there is a process. There is a process. You can imagine when I finished Legon, this album I'm talking about, that is 2001. 2001. In 2002, 2003, when I was Legon, before I was trying to aspire for SRC president, I had a small business in Domi called Frank Class. So I go and teach there and come back to Legon. When I finished senior high school, those who bear me out at Taifa, what I used to do is that I go to homes and go and collect. I go to homes and ask, oh, can I come and teach your kids? I had about 3-4 different homes. And I wake up, teach here, teach there, teach there. At the end of the month, I get white envelope for each of them.
Do you know the problem currently?
I don't know. In fact, I don't know why. There is a challenge. There's a real challenge.